What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we are jumping back on the Sim Racing Stewards subreddit. We're going to be taking a look at the top incidences from this week. So from the 23rd to the 30th of October, we're going to be, casting our judgment, well, my judgment, on a bunch of incidents and doing all of that jazz. But yeah, so let's get straight to the action. Crash in the back, that is... Okay, so here we have our first incident. This is posted from Wombats08, and he says, or asks, is sliding illegal? Although this was unintentional, is it legal to block a potential overtake by sending it sideways? Not particularly conventional, but on slicks on rapidly wetting track, it happened anyway. Alright, well, let's see. Let's play the clip. Turn the sound on. Sliding through that corner. Angle from the car behind. I mean... Okay, oh wow. Oh, he's really correcting that. Okay, alright. I think this is one of those incidents where if your league or championship doesn't specifically say it isn't allowed, then it's probably okay. It's like when it's like overtaking in the pit lane on the way into the pits. It's not specifically stated it's illegal, so therefore it is legal. I think this is one of those things. One thing I will say though is this is risky AF, because all it takes is one lapse in judgment, and this red car is going straight up the back and spinning out Mr. Wombat up here. So yeah, so I'm gonna say legal, just very risky. very risky. Okay, so here we have our second incident. I just want to make a quick disclaimer, though. I'm seeing all of these for the first time. I only jump on here every few days or so, so I'm seeing all of this for the first time. But here we have, so this is from Name1973 on F124. He says, I'm in the Williams. The Ferrari driver said, I was dirty for this overtake. I think it was clean the whole time. I'm pretty new to sim racing, so looking for a second opinion. Well, that's okay. Everyone's allowed to be new. Let's see what the gist is. Up the inside. Good move. No contact. Round the outside. He's still there. He's got a lot of space. Oh, there's not much space there on the left. Into turn 4. Yeah, he's still there. He's definitely still there. Then, right-hander up on the curb. Squeezed him out a bit. But I think is that the whole clip? Okay, well, so going back, I'm not sure, I assume he's talking about the incident at the very end. But we'll take a look at all of them. This is completely fine, this move. He's alongside, Ferrari he left space, held it around the outside, that was good. This bit here, this is a bit, I want to see the POV of the Ferrari, but, the Williams hasn't left a lot of space on the left-hand side for the Ferrari to get through. So, this is maybe a bit 50-50, but it's good racing, so we'll ignore that. They kept going, they got to turn 4. This was super clean. Like, this was really good from both the Ferrari and the Williams. They kept side by side. And then this is, I assume, is what the Ferrari is aggrieved about. They get to the apex. They're side by side. And I think because the Williams does sort of drive him out, and we saw this pretty predominantly with Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, both in Austin 2 weeks ago, and in Mexico last week. That was like the big issue. But I think because with those incidents, Max drove him all the way out and went off the track in both situations. This one's a bit different because they've both managed to stay on the track. And I think Like, it's good racing. And although the Williams, he definitely lunged into the corner. So I'd say that it was a bit of a lunge, but you can't hand out a penalty because they both stayed on the track. And we can see here that there is, I mean, there's a pretty hefty gap there for the Ferrari to go into, but he chickens out and slots it behind. So I think for this incident, Williams is okay. Ferrari, stop being a next clip. Okay, so here we have a small change of pace. This is a Gran Turismo 7 clip we have here, posted from Senna_GT. Did I deserve the punt? I am the green car. So the green car, I assume, is the Honda NSX. There's, what car is that? That's a, I don't even know. Oh, it looks like a Mitsubishi. But let's see what we've got. So Road Atlanta coming through the S's now. He's just behind. It's going to be the, okay, there was a bit of contact there. Mitsubishi goes a little bit wide, but he should get the run here, I would think. Is he going to pull? Yeah, he's going to pull to the inside. Oh, that's a late move from the white car there. And, oh, okay. All right. That's pretty poor from the white car. Let's go back. Let's see. So I guess the white car is aggrieved or is mad at this bit here. Oh, okay. Brakes. He brakes. See, he brake. I don't know if that is to do with the car he's driving, but he brakes very early and way too hard for this corner. And naturally, because the Honda is, he's so far up the back of the white car, they're naturally going to have a collision here. But, I mean, they have the touch, but nothing bad happens from it. If anything, the Mitsubishi gains an advantage by getting pushed into the corner. But what I will say, he pulls to the inside. That move, that is not on. That is very, 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 very late into the apex. Because he's pulled to the inside there. And at this point, the white car should be conceding the place because he's being overtaken. There is no way he should be making a defensive move at this point in the corner. But lo and behold, he cuts across last second and then gets on the curb and then just doesn't. He just turns out to hit the Honda NSX, or the Acura NSX, sorry. And off he goes into the grass. So, yeah, this guy just needs a bit of an ego check. The ramming at the beginning of the clip, that's just a racing incident. You can't really say anything there. But yeah, he needs to have his ego checked. And I would put that as an instant D. If I was a steward in this race, if I was like a live steward, I would be instantly parking him disqualified out of the race. There's just no room for that at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a big crash too. Okay, so here we have, so we're back on iRacing for this clip. So we've got from Luxan997. He says, "What did I do wrong? I'm the BMW." So very straightforward. He obviously thinks he's in the wrong for whatever this is, but we'll see. This is Spielberg coming through turn 7. Yeah, and then turn 8. He's got the Ferrari on the left-hand side. The BMW is now ahead. Oh, wow. That's poor. Oh, God. Good save, though. Bloody hell. It was a very good save to keep that going. Angle from the Ferrari. He cuts across. And, yeah, he just drives through him. I actually want to see. That might look like netcode. It is, yeah. It's netcode. That's really unfortunate. So, netcode, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the prediction software iRacing has, where, because obviously, like players, they're playing from all over the world. I mean, I live in Sydney, and I'll be versing players from, like, Indiana over in the States. So there's obviously going to be a big gap in the connection. And what netcode is it's trying to predict where the different cars are if there is a hole in said connection. So it tries to predict where the car's in, and sometimes it misses by a few centimeters, and it causes these accidents. So you can clearly see, just from this angle, right where they touch. In the game, they're actually not physically there. Well, I say they're physically touching. They're not visually touching, which is down to netcode missing the prediction with a hole in the connection. So it's netcode, he goes around, and that's a spin, but it's a good save. But I will say, this one is just down to netcode. It's a racing incident. I know it's cliche, but it's a racing incident. But honestly, if you had to say anything from this crash, the Ferrari needs to be just a little bit more aware of how quickly he's closing in on the BMW in front of him, because he's not paying that much attention, and he does just spin him out. But yeah, on to the next clip. That was a pretty easy one to call. Okay, so here we are for an Assetto Corsa clip coming in from NoWeb4021. He says, who's in the wrong in this corner? So, Lotus Exos cars. This looks like, yeah, this is Parabolica at Monza. White car locks up. Oh god, okay, that's a bad rejoin if ever I've seen one. Chase cam. I'm gonna pause it there. Yeah, okay, this is, yeah. Alright, off they go. Actually, oh good, yeah, I get a angle from the white car. Alright, so he locks up, big lock up into Parabolica. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. This is an easy one to call. Right, this is 100% on the white car for a bad rejoin, and I'll tell you why. I mean, some people might argue that, oh, the orange and black car should have left more space, but he doesn't need to leave space. If we go, where am I trying to skip to? If we skip to the white car's POV, he goes off the corner, and he is all four wheels over the white line, which means he is off the racing surface, and it is now his job to rejoin safely. If we skip to his on-board camera, we can see he's rejoining the track and is still right hand down trying to rejoin as the orange and black car comes past. That is a slam dunk penalty. But I think his penalty sort of was, you know, crashing along with the black car. But yeah, 100% on the white car. You can't rejoin like that. Watch your mirrors and don't just instantly turn back onto the circuit. Right, now this is an interesting one. This clip comes from iRacing and F4s at Lime Rock Park, but this is posted by me. Yes, by the one and only. So I'll obviously be able to tell you what happened, but I said only practice, but is this protest worthy? I definitely distracted him with my spin, but I don't think it warranted the intentional hit. So this was actually last night. As of recording, I was doing this race. This was during practice. We're gonna play the clip. And I had a spin, and this guy, he spun out next to me. But what's gonna happen next is quite interesting. He comes back, and he just drives into me. I mean, it's only practice, but it's still just a bizarre incident to have. I dipped a wheel on the grass and spun out. Because I'm a knobhead. But yeah, he goes and spins out as well. But what I want to do for this clip, I won't cast my judgment because, you know, this is my clip. So we're going to have a look at the comments to see what the comments said, because this got quite a few upvotes. And we're going to go down. So, ICL, that was funny. Please protest. I suggest protesting any intentional hit. Protest, all of that. So it's pretty easy to see the general overview of what people think of this incident. I mean, it's just unnecessary. Like, yes, the spin, it's definitely on me because I wasn't paying attention. You know, I spun out. I actually didn't realize he was there to begin with, but I mean, like, it's practice, and it didn't warrant getting just him. I mean, like, he's driving the wrong way down the track and then goes and takes me out. So, yeah, not the smartest from him. I don't think I'm going to protest it purely because it's practice and I can't be bothered. But, yeah, so it's not very smart from him. But yeah, I thought I'd throw this one in because it's on the top list from this week. So, yeah. Okay, so jumping over now to Forza Motorsport, we have a clip from proper_toe_7098. He says, pretty sure this is just blocking, right? This is blocking, right, because it's blah, 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 blah. Did that twice and had the audacity to spam good race every time. Okay, so I assume that it's going to be some, like, weaving on the straight type incident, but we'll see. Let's play the clip. So this is down the back straight at Abu Dhabi, coming after the hairpin. Orange car in front. He's in the slipstream. Ooh, yeah, okay. So he's made like 4 moves there. Down into the left-hander. And then he skips the chicane. That's the whole clip. Alright. So, I'm correct. So this is one of those it's one of those weaving clips. I want to say, and you guys can help me with this, how many times does our orange car in front move? Let's count. 1. Alright, so he's moved once. And bear in mind, you're only allowed to move once to defend your position. So that's 1 move. 2. 3. 4. 5. You can't move 5 times down the straight and into the braking zone. That's, no way. So that's weaving. It's not allowed in basically every sport apart from Formula 1 because F1 play by different rules for some reason. But yeah, that would be, because it hasn't caused a massive accident, it'd fall under probably a 10-second time penalty, I'd say, for weaving on the straight. But yeah, big no, don't do this because they're lucky that it hasn't caused a big crash, but this is how big accidents are caused because you get weaving and then they pit each other and then bang. So yeah, so 10-second penalty I'd say for the orange car. Don't weave on the straight. Okay, so we've got one final clip for this video. This is posted by a Slovakian, right? Good name. He says Porsche or BMW. Alright, so this looks like, this is Laguna Seca. Coming up the hill. Porsche on the left, BMW on the right. Down into the corkscrew. Oh, and there's a spin there. And oh wow, it's actually taken out a few cars. This is on board with the with the Porsche, sorry. Down left-hander. Yeah. Oh, and it's caused the right pile up. That's the problem. Alright, so down there. And, yeah, okay. Oh, God. I think this will be a good angle to see. So, the Porsche is ahead at the apex. But they're side by side. The BMW is significantly alongside. And the Porsche, he just sort of moves out. He just moves out to the right hand side and pits himself against the BMW, and that causes a massive pile up. I think the important part of the clip is going to be here. I am going to place the blame on the not on the BMW. I'm going to place the blame on the Porsche, and I'll tell you why. If we look at his onboard, we can see his steering input, and when we get to the when we get to the second apex, we can see he is hard left, so he is making every effort to get out of the way. But the reason he's having to do this is because he's gone in way too deep on the brakes. He's let off the brakes too early, and he's sort of just gone drifting or rolling in, like, into the corner, and he's drifted out and collected the BMW. So I think it's a bit of a rookie error from the Porsche to let off the brakes. Sorry, the brakes, and sort of slide his way into the corner. BMW has every right to be there. They make contact, big accident. That's like 5 cars off. But yeah, so that is, I would say, I think it's safe to say that is definitely on the BMW, not on the BMW, God, what's wrong with me? Yeah, that is definitely on the Porsche for not leaving any space and going a bit too deep into the corner. Okay, well, that is going to do it for this video, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed watching. As always, I had a ton of fun making this. Thank you again for the continued support. It's just been great. It's been so good to see. And I'm going to be upping the quality on the videos a little bit now that I have a lot of free time because all my exams are over. But yeah, so hopefully you all enjoyed. Have an awesome day. Take care from wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next video, everybody. Have an awesome day.